Hey, welcome back. I'm glad you could be with me. And I want to talk about something. I just watched another guy's video, and well, he said a bunch of things that I haven't said before, but I've been thinking lots of, and kind of relevant to one of the other videos I did a long time ago. Well, actually, not all that long ago, but a while back. I talked about how the younger generation has a lot of trouble with horses because, well, horses are just so foreign to the life that they've grown up with. You know, and many of them have grown up in an era of high-tech, push-button, instant gratification, all this stuff. And horses just don't work that way. They have not changed since the beginning of time. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that. And, well, when things don't work the way they think they should, you know, because that's kind of what they've gotten used to, they get kind of upset. Well, the other part of that is that people don't realize you got to put a little effort in, and sometimes it's a little uncomfortable too. And well, this goes back to the video I just finished watching, and I do believe it was entitled "Cowboy Up." And he told a little story about how his wife had suffered an injury to her hands just prior to going on a ride, and she still said, "Nope, I'm going to do this." She saddled her own horse, got her own saddle, caught her own horse, went and rode for a couple hours, got back, took the saddle off, put the horse away, all this good stuff, with her hands in considerable discomfort the whole time. But she was quite pleased with herself because she discovered there was something in her that she didn't even realize that she had. And I think I can kind of understand that because there's this element that happens, and I made the comment that, you know, unless I'm kind of sore and at the end of the day, I don't really feel like I've got much done. No, I'm not saying ignore your body when it tells you to smarten up. Sometimes that discomfort you're feeling is there for a reason. Keeps you from doing some serious damage. But well, one of the things he said in his video is he said, we got a whole nation of soft people. And, well, I hate to admit it, I don't want to offend people, but it's the truth. You know, we got a whole nation, continent, whatever, whole world actually, of soft people. We're used to modern amenities and, you know, hot running water, bug-free houses, comfy cars with DVD players in it. We can watch a movie while we're traveling, you know, all this stuff. And when it comes to horses, it just does not work that way. You know, like I said, horses haven't changed since the beginning of time. You know, there's absolutely nothing that has changed since the beginning of time. You know, yeah, we've bred them up to have different colors and certain, you know, cosmetic traits that we want. But in fact, that the horses, you know, since the beginning of time, they haven't really changed. They're genetically still the same. They're still the same animal they were many, many years ago. And as a result, we still have to deal with them the same way, and that involves, well, I don't say cowboy up, but I say suck it up. That's my way of saying the same thing. And it's, well, some days, and this is perfectly appropriate on a day like today because it didn't even hit the forecast high today. It's still the equivalent of, I do believe, -7 Fahrenheit. It's -22 Celsius, I think it is, something like that. And there you go, sir. And it's not entirely nice out. But you know what? We're still out here. We sucked it up. And when you have horses, there's a lot of times you're going to have to do that. You might go outside and it's going to be windy, raining, snowing, hot, cold, mosquitoes that'll carry you away. I mean, I've endured all of those things. And most people have got this notion that that's unpleasant. Oh my goodness, there's some poop on the ground. I don't want to step in. Oh, that smells bad. Really? You know, those are the kinds of things that, you know, it's the reality of horses. If you have a horse or you want to get a horse, you are going to have to. It's not an option. You have to be willing to participate in those things, to suck it up and deal with them. Because, I mean, especially where I live, man, if we wait for a perfect day, I think we'd be riding maybe 1 or 2 days of the year. And yeah, those guys are sure active in here. Anyhow, a couple of thoroughbreds, not mine, but and yes, they got blankets on them. I don't know why. The owner didn't put them on. Somebody else did. Thought they needed them. Well, not my issue. They know about it. So. But I just hope they don't run around too much and get all sweaty underneath those blankets. One of the hazards of them. But you know, like I said, you got to learn to suck it up, because guaranteed, if you're dealing with a horse, you're going to have to do some hard physical labor. You're going to get hot and sweaty and smelly and dusty and dirty. You're going to get bitten by bugs. You're going to get sunburned. You're going to get windburned. You are going to get frostbite. You are going to endure just about every possible discomfort that exists that is known to man. And it's not an option. It's just a fact of life. So, you know, there's days, yeah, I'd like to be doing a lot of other things, a lot of different stuff than what I do sometimes, but I come out here every single day, at least very briefly anyhow. If it's really horrid, no, you know, we keep it to a minimum. But, you know, even on the worst days, I still have to come out. I got one horse I got to give meds to. So it's not an option. I have to at some point come out, walk out into the pasture, dig through the snow and get to the horse and hope she doesn't give me a hard time and give her meds. And that's a good day. Other days, I'm like I said, I'm going to get dirty, dusty, and I might even be doing things that don't necessarily have a lot to do with horses. That around here there's chores that need to be done, and you know, maybe I'm going to get soaking wet while I'm trying to water down the arena to keep the dust down. Because in case you haven't noticed, it's a little bit dusty in here right now with these horses running around because it's been so stinking cold. I haven't bothered watering the arena to keep the dust down, so it has been getting dusty, and you know, but that's one of those things, you know, you live with it, and you know, it's just a fact of life. When you're around horses, when you're working with horses, if you own a horse, you're going to have to deal with all of this stuff, you know, the hot, the cold, the bugs, the dust, the wind, the rain, you name it, and well, for some of you more sensitive people, the smell. I don't really care. In fact, I think they could make money on an air freshener right there. Anyhow, except when they get hot and sweaty, they don't smell real nice, but that's okay. Hello, sir. Hey, sir. A couple of nice guys. Not the ones I'm working with. Actually, the one that's off camera is the thoroughbred that I'm working with. These two are both also off-the-track thoroughbreds that I'm not working with. I think I might want to work with that one there. He has a couple of issues too, but I didn't mention anything about working with him. So who knows? Might happen someday, but we'll see. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to worry about the one first, and then you know, things go according to plan. Yeah, even remotely close. Then maybe we'll work with the other one. But anyhow. Just thought I'd do that because, you know, like I said, I watched this other guy's video that was titled Cowboy Up, and he explained what Cowboy Up was and, you know, the things you need to be able to do, push yourself through the discomfort to achieve what needs to be done. It doesn't necessarily have to have anything to do with horses, but, you know, for those of you that are involved in horses or want to be, you know, this is a fact of life. Remember it. You're going to have to cowboy up. Well, my phrase is suck it up. Because you're going to have to deal with all kinds of stuff that isn't horribly pleasant. It's not going to be warm. Well, it might be too warm. Might be too cold. Right? You know, like I said, anything you could think of, you know, it's going to be there. So, I don't think, you know, I like to make my videos a certain length, but you know what, if I just keep going on, I'm just going to be repeating myself and rambling, and you're going to get all annoyed. But hey, while you're watching my video and I got your attention, help me out. Share my videos with your friends. I put together a playlist that you can give them of some of my recent videos that include demos and such that I think might be helpful for a lot of people. So feel free to share that. tell your friends about my channel, individual videos, whatever you can, because obviously YouTube is not promoting any of my videos, so the people that really need this information are not getting it. And so I need your help. Okay, now that I got your attention, hey, have a great day. Go play with your horse.